I'm Swati Desai. I'm a psychology and mindfulness professional. My viewers send me many questions, and I'm going to be addressing one question at a time in this series of videos. Today's question is: how do I deal with my anxiety in group situations? When I read this question, I was smiling because of my personal story. I was a very shy kid and very afraid of group situations. Slowly, as I was exposed to more and more types of people, because I went to a big city to study and then to the US. I changed from science to psychology. I worked with people. I understood anxiety, many different kinds of groups I was exposed to, and I got over my anxiety eventually. Today, people will not even believe that I used to be a shy person at one time. Based on my own experiences with myself and with my clients, I'm going to give you a bag of tricks that you can use to see if you can manage your group anxiety better. So, trick number one is to think about what are you afraid of. There is some fear. Anxiety means you are afraid of a perceived threat. It is not something that's happening right now, but you are expecting it to happen. For example, in the situation, in group situations, a lot of times there are certain beliefs that we are holding. For me, my fear was fear of judgments from many people, fear of not looking as smart as people expected me to. In your case, it may be the same or something different. It could be fear of rejection. It could be fear of not belonging. It could be fear of not feeling connection with anyone in the group and as a result not having a sense of belonging. Fear of not fitting in. Fear of not being as good or as smart as other people in the group. Fear of being inadequate, or it could be something else like my voice is too low and my style is very slow, so it's hard to hold attention of people. When I start talking, people don't really pay attention. They start saying things to each other, something like that. If it is a fact, then you can keep working on it and see if you can increase your volume, if you can improve your storytelling skills or whatever it is. What I want to talk about today is all these other beliefs like fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of not belonging. How to work on those. Okay, so once you understand the fear, trick number two is to know this, that beliefs are not permanent facts. So over the years, as you face a lot more situations, as you push yourself to face a lot more situations, your beliefs about yourself are going to change. As you collect more and more expertise in an area, you will not feel this fear of being inadequate or fear of not being as smart. So it changes over time. Not just that, at any given period of time, you may feel comfortable in a certain group where you have a sense of belonging, or you know these people well, you know they like you, then you will be okay. If it is a new group, or if it is a group where you find some people obnoxious and you don't know if they like you or not, then you will not. Then your beliefs will get triggered. In other words, beliefs are not facts. So study in what situations you find yourself comfortable and in what situations you don't find yourself comfortable. So what you're going to do is these beliefs, you're going to chip at them. You're going to just get rid of some of these things one at a time. But you have to be patient. It may take time, but just be ready to do that. So let me tell you about what I worked on in my therapy about my fear of judgment from these many people who are staring at me. In my therapy, I realized I don't have to be perfect. I was expecting myself to look smart and look perfect in every situation I was in. I realized, why am I letting other people's judgments running my life? In some situations, I may look smart. In some situations, I may not, but it's perfectly okay. I don't need to be perfect. Once I took that burden off my shoulders, it helped me to face many situations without having the same worry. So similarly, think about in what way you can question your own beliefs. Okay. As you are questioning, studying, and going through it, I'm going to give you trick number 3. Understand this. It is perfectly okay to be silent observer in group situations if you're feeling anxious. Perfectly okay just to observe. Now, what is it that you're going to observe? Think about everybody around you as if they are in a play. You're all characters, including yourself, but mostly you are observing what characters the other people are playing. See the way they talk, see the way they are received, and be amused. If somebody is bragging, be amused. If somebody is truly being charismatic, then admire them. So it is like you are involved in a play and watching all these characters. It really helps to be okay about being there, not talking that much, and just okay in your own skin because you are in the audience. Again, the next thing you could do, and try this, see if you can have love arising in your body. Love, the feeling of love, how does it feel like in your body? See if you can think about your pet or somebody who you really love, and see if you can let love come in your body. That love you can feel first for yourself, love and compassion. You are uncomfortable in this situation, right? I send you love. I wish that this becomes better for you. And you can send this love to other people in the group too. If someone seems uncomfortable, you can send that love to them. If someone seems like they are bragging and being obnoxious, just try if you can send them love. Be amused and send them love and compassion. Hey, I hope whatever you are feeling inside you, whatever insecurity you're feeling inside you, I hope you deal with it better instead of bragging like this. So experiencing love and compassion is the best antidote to feeling discomfort when it comes to other people. Just try it out. If you feel okay in your skin about being silent in a group situation and simply observing, you have mastered half of it. Then you will be okay about pushing yourself a little bit by talking to people. Talk to the person next to you. If you don't want to talk to the entire group all at once, talk to the person next to you and have some one-on-one conversations with them. And one last thing is, in order to push yourself a little bit, maybe you can join a group around an activity that you like to do, like hiking, painting, a book club, or a support group. Any place where you will find yourself okay about the activity and as a result okay about yourself. Go to therapy if that's okay with you. That is always a tremendous help to get out of your social anxiety, especially in a group situation. Write to me, swatidesai@gmail.com, and let me know if any of this helps. I send you love and compassion.